Hello students, welcome to all of you. This is the second lecture on chapter 1, representation of geographical features. So in the first lecture we studied about the maps and the Claudius Ptolemy who discovered the first map. There is the picture. Now we'll move on further about the description of a map. A map is a symbolic representation which can show the entire surface, Earth's surface, or a part of it on a flat surface. It is not the same as a photograph of Earth's surface. When the Earth's curved surface is shown on the flat surface of the map, some areas of the Earth are distorted. It's just like an orange peel when flattened. It will stretch and tear, changing in size and shape. So, an accurate map of the Earth should have three qualities. The direction should be shown accurately. The shapes of the land masses and water bodies should be shown accurately. All the areas should be shown in their proper sizes in relation to each other. So here is a sketch map. You can see here. Next is a map cannot have all these qualities. Therefore, the choice of the map depends upon the use for which the map is being made or drawn. So there are different purposes for a map for which a map can be used, and depending upon that we choose the type of map which you require. Next is the sketch. Sometimes we have to draw rough maps to find out the locations of a place or places. These maps do not follow any scale. The different parts on such a rough drawing do not bear a fixed ratio with ground situation. Such maps are called sketches. So basically these are maps without any ratio with the ground situation. So these are rough kind of maps. The exact distances and directions are not given on sketches. The signs and symbols are also not used. Actually it is a rough map of an area. Next is the plan. Sometimes we have to draw a map of a very small area, say a house or a school building, etc. This is called a layout plan. Like here you can see the plan of a house where each and everything is shown, like here. So you can find out the length and breadth of each room from the layout plan of your house. The plan is always drawn according to the chosen scale. The plans are drawn on a large scale, while the maps, which show a large area, are drawn on a small scale. Basically, a plan shows a small area with almost every detail. This is the basic difference between the sketch and a plan. Sketch is a rough kind of map and plan is having some kind of scale. So they use always a chosen type of scale. Next are importance of maps. A map is comparatively less accurate than a globe, but it has many advantages which make it more useful than a globe. Such as, we get almost all the facts about the earth from a map. They are widely used for planning and administrative purposes. The maps help us in understanding the type and distribution of landforms on the earth. The tourists use maps, especially the guide maps, for traveling and reaching their destinations. Next are the topographical sheets prepared by the Survey of India are important for military operations. Maps are needed for academic purposes also. Pictorial maps are not only attractive but also help us to learn even complex features on the earth. Apart from geography, other subjects also need maps for the analysis of data. Next, there are type of map. There are majorly two types: large scale map and a small scale map. So what is a large scale map? The large scale maps cover a small area of the earth but show almost every feature of the area in detail. For example, the road map of a city shows streets and important buildings of every colony in the city. Its scale can be 1 centimeter is to 1 kilometer or even larger. So they show comparatively large, smaller area on larger scale. So that's why they are called large scale maps. Next are the small scale maps. They cover a large area of the earth but show very few details of the features of the area. Normally, the maps which we hang on the classroom walls or the maps in the atlas are small scale maps. They may use the scale such as 1 centimeter is to 100 kilometer or even smaller. So basically now you got to know that a large scale map shows features on a larger basis, and whereas the small scale map show features on a smaller basis, like a world map. So in a world map we will be showing a lot of feature, a lot of the area on a small sheet of paper, whereas in a road map we will be showing just a road on a single paper. So you can easily imagine how easier it would be to decipher the normal landform features or artificial features in a large scale map, whereas it will be difficult to see all the features in a small scale map. That is the difference between both. So this was it for today. We'll discuss the next of the things in the next lecture. Till then, just revise the things and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Take care.